Okay, I actually could have done that via voice chat because this is actually almost like starting. Okay. This out real quick. Play. Hey, Bob, do you want to do a, the dual Minecraft live? Or would you not want me to do your screen? Because I can fix it. Oh, right. Hold on. Is that better? Yeah, I have 2 fans in my room just because my room gets very hot. And so I forgot, because I don't usually keep the second fan on during wintertime. So I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, I forgot to turn it off. Usually I turn off all the fans so there's no background noise, because I know that can get really annoying. Let's see if I can get Bob's attention. Bob! Oh. Yeah, do you want to do a tool? Do you want to do dual stream again, or should we not because you had, bad frame rates the last time? I don't mind either way, I just want to check. Let's turn this up. Oh, I meant like just to share your screen. Not like you were gonna use your voice. I'm used to you not using your voice. That's all I meant. But if you don't want to do dual screen. Sorry, folks. I'm just like curious. Let's see here. Not that one. Turn that off. I'm gonna get this one. No. Yes. Might as well make this one big. Alright. I'm gonna assume no, and I'm going to... Alright. So we can join your world, or I can create a new one. Oh, shit! I completely forgot about that. I never changed my notification because Streamlabs is a pain in the ass and doesn't really let me update that shit. And so I'm gonna have to update that on Twitch's end because of course Twitch is being a pain in the ass. Magic, I'd rather just do, your world, the one we were working on, so. Just because that one is, like, already, like, kind of established, and I would rather work on that. Here we go. And now we just wait. So how is everybody? Thank you for being patient. Oh, absolutely. 100% we can do an iron farm. I will say the good thing about not having the, hold on, I need to make sure that I don't accidentally, like, fall to my death. Because I am that incompetent, so... That's what I was forgetting! Shit! I was going to do a death counter. I'm like, there's like several things I want to get done, and I forgot to do the death counter. Let's see here. I'm gonna get some sleep. Hi. Oh gosh. Isn't ABBA, the band Swedish Yext? Like, I should know this off the top of my head, but I'm, like, kind of blanking. Oh, good, so I do know my Swedish bands. I love telling this fun fact, because it's absolutely the most fun fact I've ever learned in my entire life. But there is a... So, I learned this from one video. In North Korea, back many years ago, when they had their propaganda going on, and they were actually making propaganda, like, for video, all the videos and shit, one of the things that they would do is use ABBA as foreign music. Anytime they had a, they needed to portray, like, foreign music, they would use ABBA. And it's possibly the funniest shit on earth. Like, and it was for everything. Like, they would not use any other band. And, the guy in the video, he's like, it's all ABBA. Like, he's like, no, the joke goes, at this point, I'm convinced that ABBA is the only band that exists. That there are only Swedish bands that exist in the world. Because of how much North Korean propaganda he watched for that video. And the video is not short either, okay? Like, this is a 10-hour video of just, like, everything you want to know about North Korean propaganda. Which, for most people, a 10-hour video of North Korean propaganda is too much because what they ideally want to know is nothing. But you bet your ass I watched it, so... Yeah, it's like 10 fucking hours long. The video is like the most deep dive about North Korea you can ever get. And I highly recommend it. I just wish I could fucking remember what the video is called, because I can't. But I assure you, it is a 10-hour video marathon. And while I'm not a fan of Harry Potter, I will say my favorite video title of all time is A Brief Look at Harry Potter, which I think is also 10... No. A Brief Look at Harry Potter is 10 hours. The North Korean video one is 5 hours. The fact that there's a video that is 10 hours long called A Brief Look at Harry Potter is fucking insane. Especially since I think the first Harry Potter audiobook is about 10 hours. Or maybe it's longer than the first Harry Potter audiobook, actually, now that I think about it. Because it's long as shit. Yeah, like the video is longer than even the original, like the first Harry Potter book is only 8 hours and 18 minutes, and A Brief Look at Harry Potter is 10 hours. You have to get to the third book in order to find one of them that's over the length of that fucking video. First one's 8 hours and 18 minutes, the second one's 9 hours and 2 minutes. So yeah, we have a video that's like longer than even the fucking books it's about. Oh, right, now I remember why I'm doing this. Whee! For a minute, I forgot what I was doing. Trying to get back up. The fuck you doing here? Hi. I don't frequently use TikTok. I blame YouTube Shorts for my pathetically short attention span. Even though I absolutely loathe YouTube Shorts. And I do mean that sincerely. YouTube Shorts are the fucking worst. And yet, I still watch them. You like the train and... The thing about Harry Potter is that, in retrospect, and this is probably going to get me, like a lot of people are gonna hate it. The Harry Potter books, and this is from an ex-fan, okay? So it isn't like I was never, like, a big fan. The books were shit. Okay, the books were shit. The movies are good, but only because they got, like, the best actors to, like, actually make it good. They got, like, the best actors, and they decided instead of keeping a lot of the fucked up shit in the books, which there's a plenty, like a metric fuck ton, they just decided not to include those. Several aspects that I think could have been done better weren't, because, Rowling is just a fucking hack. An example would be the fact that they have the house elves, which... Though it doesn't make sense. House elves don't make sense because they're like, oh, they like being enslaved. What the fuck? Like, that's a thing. But the worst part is, there's an excuse for that. There's an excuse. I don't know why they didn't, like, the characters didn't just say, like, oh yeah, house elves, they like working because they do a barter system. That's why Dobby is the weirdo. Not because he doesn't like being a slave, but because he actually likes getting money for, like, his work. He wants, galleons, whereas everybody else wants, to trade. So, for all other house elves, normally you trade via, if I do a service for you, you do a service to me. You don't like being paid back immediately because you always have, like, this debt payment thing. Hi, Luna! I want to remember if I actually implemented this or if I, like, fever dreamed it, because I swear to God I have, like, dashboard. That's what I forgot. Let's go for this right now. I'm impulsive. Luna! Let's not tie it to the bush. That would be an embarrassing death. Anyway, I was just saying that, oh, that didn't save. Shit. Oh well. I was just saying that, they could have just... like, told everybody, hey, the house elves, they work on a barter system. It's why they, why they don't like getting paid. And they're not slaves because here at Hogwarts, they're actually given their just payments. Like, they can say, yeah, the house elves are technically not slaves because they want to do trades, things like that, and Hogwarts is actually following their culture, and so that's why. Like, Hogwarts is a good place because it's following their culture. And you could have this, like, argument where, like, the good guys are like, yeah, we're fighting so that the house elves can practice their culture without having to worry about all the evil wizards trying to suppress it. Oh yeah, I can do that. Next. Like, there are multiple ways they could have gotten around it. Without having to be like, well, they just like being enslaved, because what the fuck? That's just... And it's not like brownies aren't, because they're basically based off brownies, which are a real mythical creature in, English folklore. You could even have it so the reason why house elves, because in the books it's established, like, if you give them clothes, it's basically firing them. And you could honestly just make the excuse that the, good point. But, like, the house elves, let me think. In tradition, the house elves are based off brownies, and brownies have two rules. One, they have a few rules. One is you should not be lazy, you should do your own work, as well. They'll help you out if you're willing to do the work. Two, you're not allowed to try to convert them to Christianity, and three, you're not supposed to offer them clothing because they do not like wearing clothes. And that's in the, like, mythology. And so, they could have easily just said, like, house elves only wear clothes around humans because it's polite, it's dignified, they wear the most basic clothes because they reuse everything, and giving house elves clothing because in their culture, putting on clothing is only for, like, leaving the house. If you're going to leave the house, if you're going to leave, to go outside, you put on clothing, and so handing them clothing is basically telling them to get the fuck out. And so that's why they use that as a means to get fired. It was their out. Also, ads are going to be starting soon. Just a heads up. But yeah, you could just say, oh yeah, they house elves, because they're fae and they can they can use whatever bullshit excuse they want to get out. If you hand them clothing, they'll just interpret that as you're fired, rather than I just want you to leave the house for a little bit. Or I want to give you clothing as a gift. They're interpreting that as, get the fuck out. We've seen this before, so it's not like she couldn't have used that as an excuse. And so, it's kind of funny how, even though brownies are indicative of English culture, Joanne has absolutely no fucking clue how they work. Nor does she seem to give a shit about that. It's incredible how much she appropriated her own fucking culture. She's from England. How do you not fucking know that? Like, yeah, 'cause I don't blame you because you're from Sweden. How are you supposed to know the folklore of England when even the English don't know? The funny thing is that a lot of, I know a lot about certain, things like that. My favorite is, cryptids, because in the United States, we have, cryptids that are unique, and one of them is from Pennsylvania, and my favorite cryptid is known as the squonk. And I love it because its description is that it's a very ugly, wrinkly creature that cries. And every time Yeah, the squonk require like it like anytime you see it, it'll cry, and then like if you can't leave, it'll just like dissolve in a puddle of its own fucking tears. It's funny as hell. The thing is, Luna, though, because she already bastardized most of it anyway, she wouldn't have to need everybody to know like English folklore. She could have explained it. Because Harry doesn't know a lot of things about it, so she always used that as an excuse. If, Ron or, she uses one of those characters. Because Hermione and Harry don't know anything about the magical world, and Ron doesn't know anything about the muggle world. So it could have been a great, so she has an excuse for them to, like, explain what's going on. She's just a lazy hack. That's my issue. You have like a million different ways to have explained it, and yet she chose the worst possible option. I'm gonna modify a joke from last week tonight, just because we're on Twitch, but it's like she's choosing all of the worst possible options. Like, she's given a plethora of options, sorry. And she chooses all the worst ones. Like, she gives all the wrong answers to questions that shouldn't be. Like, what is your favorite color? Whatever, no, like, what is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? Tax evasion. What is your favorite color? Homicide. Like, how do you get to the objectively wrong fucking answer on this one? That's it, homicide, yeah. Yeah, like, what's your favorite homicide? What? Not only is that not even, like, a good answer, that's, like, the worst one you could possibly give. What am I doing? That should be starting soon. Make sure my mod. Might as well.
Thanks.
I love that. Alright, ads are on. Thank you for being patient. I'll thank you all after ads too. Where? Let's see here. What do I want to do? How do I want to make this? Okay, I don't want to jump to my death, because I know I have, like, keep inventory on, or Yeah, I'm lazy. Stone bricks. I wonder. Well, shit. What the fuck are you doing out here? Okay, that didn't do anything. Alright, thank you guys so much for waiting through the ads. I really appreciate it. Alright, pick this up. Oh, yes, refresh the screen if you want to make sure you don't get ads again. Thanks for a little while. You are my moderator, so I figured you should have ad-free viewing. I should do that for ChooChooBob as well. And the good thing is because it's technically my stream, I get a discount. That's the thing. If you, something I've learned, and you don't get as much money as you would have, because obviously the money you did get is going to go back to Twitch. Twitch takes a portion of it, but it still means that I get a portion of the gift sub, meaning that I technically get a really hefty discount. What was it? There was this one guy, he said that, technically speaking, because you get a hefty discount, you could do a, I'm trying to remember what he was gonna say. He said that he, in order to make more money, he could have a bunch of ads on his stream. But he hates ads. So, what he could do is, because he gets the discount on Twitch, he can do all... Yeah, Thor from Pirate, yeah. He's like, yeah, I could just get the ads to being like as high as I can to get all the money, and then with the money I get from the advertisement, I can just gift everybody a sub. And I only have to pay, like, X amount of dollars, because he gets a huge cut, guys. I think he's a, because I think he's affiliate. No, he's partner. I think he's partner. And so he gets a larger chunk of the revenue from gift subs. So he could just gift everybody a sub, and he's still making, he's like, yeah, I could still make a huge amount of fucking profit. It is amazing. It is, like, how you manage to screw over. I have the ad set up, where I can get a decent amount, but also I have them set up so that you only have to deal with them like once rather than constant. I know they're a bit long, but at the same time, it's better than getting like, because you have like a minimum amount of ad time. I think it's like 3 minutes to get the most money from them, but at the same time, it's like once every hour or so, so it's not like it's like, would you rather have like one chunk of ads or like a bunch of mini ads going through all of it? I'd just rather have one chunk of ads. Even though, like, even if it's not skippable, you know, it's still much more entertaining than having to, like, I don't know. And it gives people a chance to, like, I know, go to the bathroom, get something to eat. Trying to think, what do I need? Because I'm starting to blank on designs that I need. But that's just like my favorite, like, pro gamer move of all time. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna use a discount so that I can have the most amount of ads. And I don't know if he actually went through it, but but Thor's, from Pirate Software, he is so popular though, that he actually is the, he's actually held the record for the most amount of, for the highest level of, for the hype train. He has, like, the record for Hype Train twice. He's gotten it twice. And it's in the hundreds. I think his highest level was 101. Which, I mean, holy shit, 101, like... Look, I'm not, like, if I ever won the lottery, which is probably never gonna happen, because I don't fucking play the lottery, but if I ever did, I wouldn't explicitly say it, but the fact that I'd have, like, the, like, 101, Hype Train badge, I'd have, like, all the badges for, like, the maximum Hype Train, would really be the sign that I want it. I just roll up, yeah, yo. Oh, this isn't even our house. Yeah, pro gamer move. If you want to make a metric fuck ton of money, I mean, at that point, though, if you're making a certain amount of money, you could also, what is it? Like, I'm not saying this is ethical, necessarily, because reasons, but if you don't mind the whole bribery thing, because I think you get, like, I think if you, like, pay for people's, Yeah, if you're like, oh, here's some gift subs, please watch. But, like, you have to watch and lurk. That'd be an interesting way. I'm too cheap for that. I'm also a lazy bastard, so there's that. Oh, wait. I need to find that book. Ah, here we go. Not Stonebreaker. Sandbreaker, here we go. Gravel is definitely on. Perfect. I mean, it'd be one way to get people to build it up, you know? Especially if you have the ability to, like, financially afford that. Though I am not a lawyer. I don't even know why I said that. Who needs a lawyer on that one? Why the fuck would me being a lawyer have to do with any of that shit? Don't mind me, I'm zoned out of it, so... There's a reason why I'm not a lawyer, okay? Welcome to Lev's Law Firm. I may not know the law. And that's the tagline. Right. I've been, like, really obsessed with, Legal Eagle recently, for a variety of reasons. A lot of it is because, well, I'm not gonna get into the details on why I'm obsessed with Legal Eagle, especially recently, but I'm, like, so obsessed with the, his tagline, which is, like, because, like, he'll get, like, a good example of his tagline is, yeah. And I'm trying to think of a great example of it, because it's so funny. Like, if you're getting in trouble, like, if he's talking about, like, copyright law and stuff, he's like, now, if you're, like, if someone, like, broke the law because they, like, I don't know, violated Mickey Mouse's, like, copyright, he's like, or if something, he's like, now, if you're trying to evade copyright law, you don't need just a good lawyer. You need a great lawyer. And that's why Legal Eagle can help. And that kind of just lives rent-free in my mind. Yeah, and I'll see you in court. All of a sudden I remember there's this video where this guy says, he texts his dad every day, I don't want to alarm you, but I'm in the hospital. And their parent responds with, you work at a hospital. You've been doing this every day. Every time you work for years. Oh, now I remember what I was looking for. Trying to make a sign. Yay. Oh, it's all good, Luna. Looking for gravel. So I have this New Year's tradition. Every New Year's Eve, for a while, it's either it's New Year's Eve / day, I will play Minecraft while watching my favorite movie, Carol. And that started a few years ago. And every time I play, I'm not really building anything in particular, except what I like to affectionately refer to as the pit to hell. Because it's just a giant hole in the ground that leads to the void. And I've been doing that kind of that's usually when my 2-week Minecraft phase happens anyway, so for the past God knows how many years I'll usually do that. Like, just watch a movie while playing Minecraft. For a while, it was The Hunger Games, then it was Carol. Sometimes I'll watch The Hunger Games and Carol, but I watch Carol every year from now on. It's a really good film. It's an adult movie, but it's a good film. Like, it's not the main point of the movie. Like, it's not, like, the main, like, takeaway from the film. Because there's, like, a lot of other things, too, but it's very, like, slow burn. Let me put it that, yeah, it's slow burn. I will say, at one point, I made the mistake of asking my mom if she wanted to watch the movie, because I forgot about that one scene in the movie. And so I sat there, and because there's an explicit love scene in the movie, it's just blatantly there. I fucking forgot. So I'm sitting there, and I realize it's about to start. Like, I remember that scene, because I'm like, oh shit, this is the part where everything starts. I know this part. I'm sitting there, just tense beyond all belief. I look over, and my mom is completely passed out. She is completely asleep. And I'm just there praying that she stays unconscious for the entire scene. I will be back in a second. But I'll leave you guys to watching ChooChooBob. Alright, I am back. Alright, I want to switch back to the Twitch mobile app because it gives me a better idea of when ads are going to start. Settings, I'm going to turn Stonebreaker off. Whee! Trying to drink more water. Problem is you have to use the restroom more, so... Didn't mean to do that. I find it funny that grass blocks have a different sound than if you're breaking dirt blocks. So does gravel too. It's just funny because grass blocks and, yeah, like dirt blocks sound more like gravel. And grass blocks sound something else. I can't pinpoint exactly how they're different. I just know they are. welcome. Yeah, let's see if I can find a better example. Yeah, they just sound different. Try not to die. Yeah, like here's a... Next! If you can take care of that, please. So you have grass. Oh, I got it then. On chat settings. Alright, I'll take care of it then. There we go. Yeah, like the dirt block sounds more like gravel than, and grass blocks sound more like paths. I just think that's interesting. Because there are several different blocks that make a different sound depending on, yeah, like gravel. I'm pretty sure gravel and sand. Yeah, dirt paths and grass share the same sound effect. Stone has a different sound. I think cobblestone sounds... Excuse me. I think cobblestone sounds the same as regular stone. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna test that out real quick. Yeah, it sounds the same. Now all of a sudden I'm curious. Because of course I am. Just want to see if like, it's delayed. Because I can't remember if gravel and sand had the same sound effect. And I think wool shares the same thing for, alright, I have that. Man, these bots are getting annoying as fuck. Oh no, wait, these do sound different. Gravel has more crunch to it, like it's rocks. It's worth mentioning, I noticed that because of... I just do. So there are some textures out there that, and blocks that the texture itself changes the sound it gives off. And while I wouldn't say that it makes Minecraft... I think it makes Minecraft a decent game for those who want to play on easy mode, but also have vision problems. Like, it's still gonna be, like, combat's still a bitch and a half, because obviously, like, if you can't see very well, you're going to have a hard time killing mobs. But for the most part, there is the option to have pathways and things like that, so you can, like, figure out where shit is. What the fuck? Okay. Hi. 3 of those bastards. Whee! I'll be honest, I have no idea why this line is now stuck in my head, but there is this joke. It's a video by, I think it's Fireman's Chronicles, where it's like things you don't want your, to hear from your paramedic, and like one of them was, and that's how I got my paramedic's license back. Yeah, that's how I got my paramedic license back. That is definitely not something you want to hear from your paramedic. Son of a bitch. My axe. I need to ask that tree a question. Whee! Holy shit! Whee! I mean, that's the most satisfying sound there is. Alright, now I remember why I was up here. I want to get rid of all of these little bastards. Without dying. Why are you still here? I have leaf breaker on. Trees, man, they won't leave you alone. Alright. Hey, but that was adorable. Okay, gravel. Might as well make, some chests that are nothing but, like, wood. What do you got? Just spruce logs. Nothing but spruce logs. Nice. Alright, let's find poor something to kill. I must murder something with these and buck chucks. I want to kill villagers. Though, because we had the Minecraft pack, it explains why these guys look the way they do. Ah, there we go, bucket. We're gonna kill a pig. Oh, wow, these... Fuck yeah, 5 damage? I mean, it's not the greatest, they're better swords, but still. They're quite fast, too. Murder! For legal reasons, only in Minecraft. No. It's not a ranged weapon. Oh, I was trapped. Whee! Okay. Oh, we probably need to go to the Nether and kill the boss in order to get the Orb of Dominance, which is clearly a square. Choo choo. I'm gonna look for more gravel. Conveniently right here. I know why the French national anthem stuck in my head all of a sudden. I wonder. All of a sudden, I'm trying to remember, Bruce. Because there's a quote that I'm all of a sudden remembering, and I'm trying to think, because I think the quote is, and the Prime Minister of Sweden went somewhere, and my tiny nipples went to France. And I think it was, I'm very confident it was the Prime Minister of Sweden. But I could be wrong. Because that movie I can quote from memory for, like, a lot of that movie. God, Bruce Almighty is hilarious. Trying to find it. Yes, it was, in other news, the Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France. The White House Receptionist Committee granted the prime rib roast, minister, and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like do the cha-cha. I'm sorry, we're seeming to have technical difficulties in other news. I just remembered, because I'm like, yes, the only reason why I remembered that line was because I know you're from Sweden, and I'm like, yeah, like, they actually mentioned it in the movie. Literally, that just, like, suddenly decided to pop into my fucking brain. For no reason, other than, like, knowing you. God help me. Trying to think. I'm not gonna read it. I just know that at one point Bruce has like a mental breakdown on the television because he didn't get like this promotion, and he ends up freaking out. And he goes, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Evan Backstabber. I mean Evan Baster. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Evan Backstabber. I mean Bastard. I mean Baxter. For his promotion. You know, it's pretty. It's amazing how far you can go when you're when you're less talented than I. Now I'm here on the Maid of the Mist with I'm here on the Maid of the Mist with Catherine Hepburn's mom. Now tell me, why'd you throw the why'd you throw the heart of the jewel over the Titanic? Was it sad letting Leonardo DiCaprio drown while you were when you were lying safe on the door? Do you think you could have taken turns, or were you too afraid to freeze your big fat ass off? You see, some people are stuck on a boat with a stupid little hat while they're freezing their ass off, while others get to sit in a comfy studio and suck up all the glory. This was Bruce Nolan's from Eyewitness News. Back to you, fuckers. I might be paraphrasing, but I do remember that scene. Holy shit, I'm amazed I didn't die. Okay, let's hope that I can. Ha! Got more iron! I should really be making options. Oh, now I remember there's another quote that I really love. It goes, that's not God. If that's God, then I'm Clint Eastwood. And then his car gets shot at by a gun, and he goes, so he gets out of his car and pulls out a gun and goes, "This is 44 Magnum, the most powerful gun in the world." Nope. I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm Bruce Nolan. And he throws, he shoves his coat in, the gun in the coat, and he's like, "I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm not Clint Eastwood. I'm Bruce Nolan." He goes to throw the gun away, but it turns into his microphone, but he still throws it anyway. And so he runs into a diner, and he's just sitting there freaking out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd like a coffee." The woman comes up, she's like, "Would you like to try our soup of the day?" He's like, "No, thank you." She's like, "You sure? It's tomato." And he's like, "Yes, I'm very confident. I just like a coffee." So the lady goes to get him a coffee, and he's like, "Excuse me, miss, can I have a spoon?" And a spoon comes out of his mouth, and he's like, "Never mind." So he starts stirring his coffee, and then the lady just comes back a few seconds later, and it's like, "Here's the soup you wanted." She's like, "I'm here with your soup." If only my mental energy could be focused on actually learning shit instead of memorizing movie lines that mean absolutely fuck all in the grand scheme of things. God damn it. Like, I have, it's like you have, a limited amount of storage, and I'm wasting it all on movie clips that mean absolutely nothing to the grand scheme of my life. So what's your talent? Oh, I can recite movie clips that mean absolutely nothing. I have Jim Carrey lines memorized. Yes, you remember things. Like my name. And to boss Linus around. I can remember movie clips. I can remember lines. Oh boy. And start in about 5 minutes, just heads up. This fucking cave. If he didn't see it then, he's certainly gonna see it now, so... Congratulations. On your channel or mine? Ah. Are you sure that was by accident? I mean, banning him just to unban him seems just to troll him seems to be a very you thing, so. Just saying. Like, I'm not saying you deliberately banned him. I'm just saying, if he told me you did that just to troll him, I would believe it wholeheartedly without question. My favorite thing about Minecraft is how, that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, hey, I found my way back. Whee! Shit. gonna start in a few seconds, so thank you for your patience. About like, maybe a full minute or so. Thank you for sitting through the ads. I do appreciate it immensely. Please do not die. I really like to not drown today. Boxes! Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. It's amazing how incompetent I can be sometimes because I was choking on white water. So. Which is a thing that happens from time to time. We could do a stream like that, but we would have to, what we could probably do is make sure the audio is in a separate channel and, have that on mute for a re-upload. Or I could have you on a Discord call, and we could do that as, like, a Patreon exclusive video. Or, like, a, like, both of us reacting to it live. But, like, it would be, like, a pre-recorded video of that. I think LD, please, thank you for stopping by, even just for a second, and get some good sleep, okay? You have very important work doing whatever the fuck you do, but thanks for being here. I don't remember what you do. Tax evasion? I don't know. Thank you, Yext. Yeah, that makes sense, LD. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, if you go to bed now, you'll get, 7 hours of sleep. So go the fuck to sleep, so you can actually get, like, 7 hours instead of, like, 6 or none. you, LD, for being here. Whee. We don't need this much spruce. By the way, I just love deforestation because of the sound it makes. I'm deforesting an entire biome for the ASMR. Okay. Yikes! Don't take me out of context. I love deforestation because of the ASMR. The adding the ASMR effect makes it 10 times worse. It means that I'm just doing it for the sounds. I'm not doing it because it, like, I don't know, gives me actual materials or anything like that. I don't need that. Fuck that shit. No, it's worse. I'm just doing it for the sounds. If you're gonna quote me, do it right. What the fuck? Did you just hit? Something, I think it just hit me. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm like... Because my ability to stay alive is really shit. Yeah, it's like, how dare you taking me out of context? I already sound like a fucking psychopath in context, let alone outside of it. But I want her to take me out, like, if she's gonna take me out of context, at least make sure that the in context isn't funnier. Okay? Is that too much to ask for? You know? Oh, trust me. Yes, there is a reason why half the clips from Tina Bug 02 is called Tina out of context, okay? It's just nothing but Tina out of fucking context. Wait, but that implies, though, that Yax actually does use context. She uses next level context. When in reality, she does none. What is it? It's like this one saying that's really funny. It goes, if you're going to insult me, do it right. Sure, David. I love that. I love, like, like, here on this channel, it's just like, yeah, good night. Alright, bitch. Then again, oh, I don't remember who it was. No, I know who it is. I just don't remember what it was. I don't know if it's for subscriptions or for raids. But I know Oodles of Noodles, one of her audio clips is, I love you, bitch. It'll literally go with, I love you. I can't sing that tune because I don't remember the tune. Oh, now I remember. Good God, I'm like sitting here waiting for this shit to go and I'm like, why isn't this working? I need a hopper. Whee! I need another for more coal. Alrighty then. I can use another hopper. No, really, X? I would have never guessed. No. Never guessed in a million years. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I can get the, I'd rather have a barrel, because it actually functions. Alrighty then. Oh yeah! I could just leave that there. Whee! I forgot I needed the, no, it's not that. I needed a... Shit. Not a barrel. Here we go. I mean, I could use a barrel. But what I wanted was a furnace. Take this. Take that. Here we go. Boy. Now we got a system in place. Nice. remembering, there's an episode of The Fairly Odd Parents where, the main character, Timmy, he's really looking forward to his favorite, superhero having an, like Disney on Ice, and he goes, it's the Crimson Chin on ice, on ice, on ice. That lives rent-free in my head. Just gotta put it out there. That just... That and I'm Doug Dimmadome, home of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Then I remember there's a joke that goes, I'm Doug Dimmadome, ex-owner of the Dugdale Dimmadome. Used to be the owner until my wife, Diana Dimmadome, took the Dugsdale Dimmadome in the Dimma divorce. If I had a penny, if all my thoughts just paid a penny in rent, like all of the thoughts that live rent-free in my head, if they paid even just a penny, I'd be a multi-millionaire. Given how many things just, like, pop into my brain every day. Just randomly. None of them are relevant to my life, by the way. They just live there rent-free. Night, LD. I think there was this meme that went around that went, excuse me, you've been living rent-free in my head? You've been illegally living rent-free in my head. Pay up with, hugs and kisses, please. Yeah, your fine is like, you had to pay me in hugs and kisses. It's adorable. Night, LD! Go to sleep now. Oh shit. Amazing. Wait, where are my buck chucks? Bucket. Killing the sheep. How about I kill you anyway? I love that. There's like a delay for like me getting hurt. And it's like, the pain you will experience, it's like, I'm sorry, we will experience the pain in about 3 to 5 business days. Thank you very much. So many bots tonight. Okay, that just sounds really pretty. Whee! Wait, what language is that? That's a Swedish one? Malta. I'm not sure if that's a band name or the country name. Because that would be some form of Arabic. Because I know, maybe? Or is it Italian? I have no idea. I might be getting, like, every country mixed up. Or I'm thinking of the Maldives. Or Malta. Yeah, I think that's like an Arabic. No, wait. I'm just trying to remember, Maltese alphabet. Maltese language. I'm gonna check it up. I was right. Malta is an Arabic-speaking country. It's technically speaking, I'm pretty sure it's off the coast of Sicily, either Sicily or Italy. But it's a Muslim. It was predominantly a Muslim country, and so it ended up speaking Arabic, and so Maltese is an Arabic language. It's technically a Semitic language. Looking for the vowels, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And so the interesting thing is that, I'm probably gonna really fucking butcher it, but the reason why, the word that, looking it up, yeah, serving cunt sounds inappropriate is because, it's very similar to the German A. So you have ba, and I'm gonna really, because it's an open, it's a, I can look it up again. Yeah, it's a near open central vowel. And I don't know if Swedish has that. Swedish. I'm struggling to remember what the Swedish language has. I don't think it does, but phonology. I'm gonna say no. I mean, close, but not like German. So, son of a bitch, let's just walk into fire. Might as well fill that up. Oh. Decoupler. I literally looked at him like, what kind of fucked up pickaxe is that? I'll keep that. Let's not go down that way. I don't even think we need this much copper. I don't even know why I'm taking it, like... Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. There's this, thing in Baldur's Gate 3. Because I've been watching DH Dumb play it. And there is this giant spider monster. Fuck, if I know who he is. It's like a centaur, like half human, half spider. And Dunaway's like, oh, this guy has really great teeth. And so I'm like, and it's like, technically he's a Spider-Man, okay? Like, he's literally Spider-Man, okay? So I'm like, Spider-Man has a great dental plan. Doesn't cover glasses, though. But hey, now, you know. Look out, it's Spider-Man. That one I made up on the fly. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Look out, this song is very misleading. God, I know way too many songs. Da, 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 da. Here's something I learned about the, about lava. Even if you have the world's shittiest armor, it can't, like, kill you instantly. It's not like all of the armor, all lava is one hit. I've learned this because I've managed to nearly die in lava several fucking times, but managed to live. So I have a skill for not dying in lava. So long as you get out of the lava before your health goes down to near zero, you'll live. Especially on... Okay, I'm gonna get... Ooh, now we have a better place to plant all our food. Hi, I'd like to keep this stuff planted, please. Money, money, money. Can you say planted? Thank you. Night, Yext. Thank you for being here. No problem. Let's get... Oh, I need more iron. Where the fuck is the iron? Oh, he's probably using it already. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him know. Ah, the delay on the, getting hurt thing. I'm gonna harvest some shrooms. Make sure that I get all the mushrooms. Halo, what is up? Yeah, I might have fucked that up. That might be on me. Sorry. How are you, Kalo? Yeah, that's understandable. Completely understandable. yeah. Wait, what day is that shell due? Kalo, can you tell me what day the shell is due, please? I started it at the beginning of the month, and I have done fuck all since, so. Like, I know it's next week, but I need to know the exact day. So I know when I can put it off to, like, the last possible second. Please and thank you. I got that. I'll get it done. I'll get it done the day of the 26th. Because that's how I roll. I get it done at the last possible second. Finally, it feels like the AC kicked on. Yep, just kicked on. So nice. Like this small room in my PC radiates enough heat to fuel a nuclear power plant, so. Let's see here. Oh shit. Okay, at least it's water and I didn't just nearly die. Whee! I'm incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent, so. Come on. Here we go. What did you do? I thought Draco, like, was functionally incapable of being angry. What did you do, Kalo? Good lord. That'll do it. Not the gate. You're gatekeeping Draco. with me and we'll be in a world where I just found a hammer. Incredible. Spruce logs. No, I did. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it that way. Alright. What else should I be doing? I want to get more gravel. I know. Might as well. I could also organize. Whee! Maybe that makes sense, actually, Kayla. Son of a bitch. There we go. Whee! Let's... Yay! I need another... Ooh. Pretty... Wait, where the fuck am I? Shit. Marco! That doesn't actually work if the other person doesn't have the ability to use... We're on voice chat anyway. We're so far away, it wouldn't matter. you would have to, like, actually be more, yeah, that's not enough. Just saying, oh, by the way, this is why is... You need to be more specific. Hey, lava! I got lost. I know I wasn't that far off from base, but still. My point still stands. I was lost. First of all, we're gonna bridge this gap here so it's not a falling hazard, because I am just prone to dying. Doesn't matter how safe anything is, I will find a way to fucking die in this game. And that's just me in a nutshell. Case in point. Ah. I mean, that makes sense. It also doesn't help that cats are usually more nimble than dogs. So, it's not even that they're necessarily smaller, but the fact that they can, like, fit into smaller places. Add start in about 5 minutes. Planks or logs? We have birch logs and we have spruce logs, and we have like a metric fuck ton of them too. Oh. First, I'm gonna unload all my shit. I put that up there and then I forgot what I was doing. Sort it out later. Okay, 18 white wool. Yeah, that doesn't help matters. Let's hope I remember how to get back this time. Who am I kidding? I won't remember. Whee. I need a village. Son of a bitch. How did I jumped down a hole. Whee! Alright. Any sheep here? Good. Use some sheep. Cat. Cat. Okay. Villager. Usually there are a bunch of sheep in the biomes. Whee! I do love the firefly bushes. They're just perfect. Ads are starting soon, so I'm gonna take a second just to visit the ladies' room while ads are going. Be back in a second. First of all, see, I'll be back in a second. Or when ads are over. Alright, I am back. And I will say that again when the timer runs out for the ads. Let Magic know I'm here. Wee. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sitting through the ads. I really appreciate it. Let's hope that I actually remember. Okay, yep, I did. Oh, another village. I'm gonna try to get the wool. At least get the wool before. You just fucking spawned right the fuck out of nowhere. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. What the actual fuck? Ooh, more sheep. Five. Gotta love the delay and... Wanting traders kind of weird me out nowadays. Because I'm not used to them looking that way. Thank you for being here, Kalo. Take care. And I hope that headache goes away soon. Yeah, I plan on wrapping up soon-ish, just because it is getting late. I just want to get some of the wool before I call it quits. Let's see. Oh, Ben. Got any wool? No, but I did find diamonds. Whee! All of them are incompetent as hell. Oh, but I don't have a pickaxe. And I need one in order to pick that up. Here, sheepies. Yeah. Let's see, I need to check one thing real quick. Alright, I forgot. Oh. Kinda sucks that I'm struggling to find sheep. I see that, and then I found a sheep. Okay, 7. Alright. Let's see here. Ooh. Pillager outposts are the best when it comes to finding wool, because holy shit, I just found like a metric fuck ton. Fantastic. Now to Diane, get back to what I was. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think this is a good time to raid out. All right. Hold on, I need to get the raid set up. thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going, uh, no, following. Here we go. But before I do, yo. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. Wherever you are, just have a good one. It was really fun being here, having you guys here. It was just a blast. Thank you for bonjour, Kitten Sims for the follow 3 days ago, but still. Thank you to myself for the gift sub to Yext. Yes. So next week I will be here, but not on the 31st. That's when I'm not going to be here. But next week, yes. So, bye.
Twitch raid with our very special guest avatar fan 10,000 _ airbender.